Please welcome Jason Harris, President and CEO of Mekanism.
Hello. Tepid applause, that's fine. Oh, there we go. That's better. So I'm going to talk in the next 7 minutes really from an MADMAN's perspective, from an agency, how turning activism into action has really transformed the company. Mekanism, I'm the CEO of Mekanism. We're an advertising agency. And we've been around about 12 years, and we have a culture that's defined by innovation, friendship, collaboration, and above all else, a love of creativity. But we never had anything in terms of giving back or social good in that mission. And I'll tell you how that's changed. We work with some of the biggest brands in the world: Pepsi, Ben & Jerry's, Miller Coors, et cetera, et cetera. And one thing that we always believe in as a company, we do this for big brands and big campaigns, is this Chinese proverb of tell me and I'll forget, show me and I might remember, but involve me and I'll understand. And it's really the notion of involvement marketing, or getting your audience to market your brand, product, or campaign with you. So being an advertising executive, it's not that great, really. People are annoyed by advertising. It can be really intrusive if done incorrectly. There was a recent Gallup study that listed advertising practitioners right below stockbrokers. This is what people think we do all day. Thanks to a famous television show, they think we get wasted and talk about our clients. We do a little bit more than that. But below stockbroker, there's advertising practitioner, then there's congressman, and then there's used car salesman. So that's really what people think we do. But advertising can be incredibly powerful, especially when we're talking about the SDGs. It can take a simple sneaker and build the most powerful brand in the world that inspires, touches the audience, makes them do things, makes them get out and compete. It can take a simple can of sugar water and create historical pop cultural moments that matter. It can take something that makes our armpits not smell, like deodorant, and create stories and entertainment and billion-dollar brands. So we've marketed all these types of products, and we've been doing it for quite some time. But we realized, what if we could do something for good? What if we could actually use these ideas and platforms and the idea of involvement marketing and do something more than sell deodorant? Although we still sell deodorant, don't get me wrong. What would be possible? What if we turned great ideas into action? What if we could brand for good? What would that look like? And we got the idea to do this, and we were approached by the White House to create a campaign. It was our first social good campaign, and we launched it with President Obama and Vice President Biden. And it was really to end rape culture on college campuses. A little known statistic, but 1 in 5 women, primarily in their freshman and sophomore years, are sexually assaulted on college campuses across this country. That's 20%. It's pretty depressing. And the stat is getting worse. So the insight, just like we would brand a sneaker or a can of soda, it all starts with an insight. And the insight was, instead of doing a campaign against people that commit sexual assault, what if we did a campaign to involve the rest of college campuses on ending it? So we came up with a simple idea of It's On Us. 3 words, very powerful. Immediately, it's about involving the audience with the campaign. We recruited friends and influencers, celebrities. And this is hard. This is like hustling, because we didn't have, the typical $10 million media budget. This is all, share hustle. We were at the Academy Awards with Biden. Lady Gaga did a song. We got brands and corporations to donate time and resources and money, and we really tried to create a movement out of nothing. Another fundamental belief in involvement advertising is you have to let people be able to engage from a click to a rally. They could simply change their profile picture and sign a pledge. We also created a site where colleges could create their own commercial. We wrote scripts for them, told them how to shoot it, because we couldn't do it all. Over 438 student PSAs across colleges all across America created their own spots. Over 1,300 events were created. we created it like a brand where we'd sell t-shirts and donate them, and people could hold rallies telling people how to intervene. So it was successful, but we're in it for the long haul. This is not something that's going to change overnight, but we're committed, and it's really transformed the company. So as it relates to the SDGs, which we're here to talk about today, we really thought of 193 nations got together, and they agreed on these Sustainable Development Goals. And Richard Curtis and Project Everyone and Jacob Trollback created these beautiful icons to simplify what 193 nation states agreed on, 17 SDGs, 7 billion people on the planet. How do we create action around a global initiative? How do we use some of the principles that we learned before from our other campaign? And the first was to simplify. And it really started with this idea. This is a photograph from Apollo 8 taken December 24th, 1968. Earthrise, very famous photo. And for the first time, people could see the world without borders. They could see the world as one. And this is really the number that struck us, is one world. And we have this thought behind this campaign of the task of bettering our world is bigger than any one of us, but it's smaller than all of us. Imagine what those 7 billion people on the planet could do if they all just did one thing. Which led us to this campaign of One for All. Simple, 3 words. It's inclusive. It's about involving the audience. Second pillar is to inspire. We're launching with this very simple spot with a universal symbol of one for all. This is a spot we shot last week that's not out yet. To give you an idea. Traditional advertising. And the third pillar is involving the audience. We just heard about this app. Everyone can download the app and do one thing. There's going to be a website where you can simply take a pledge, find out which One for All you support, and do one action. So that's really what we learned from a MADMAN perspective is 3 simple things. Simplify the idea, inspire the audience, and then get them involved. And if I can ask you guys to do one thing, if everyone in the audience can just hold up, if you're going to support the SDGs, hold up the number 1. So if you do one thing to commit, find your One for All, and commit to doing something. Imagine if we did this in rooms all across the globe, what could happen? So now you're committed, so you're on the hook. All right, thank you guys.